good. Doing a special one. This is my live review of the X Men '97, and it is really different than the original. The original was really interesting and started off relatable, but then it just the movies were really good. I think we all got used to the TV series, the animated, which led us to the live action. Hugh, Hugh, oh, whatever his name is, the guy who we all know and love as the Wolverine. And, well, we always loved watching those movies. And then I think we got some other ones. Sorry. Then we got some other live action. No, the other animated films. Sorry, TV shows after the movies. No, wait. Well, anyway, we've had live action. We've had hi LR MSRO TV. Hi, the newer version that Disney Plus has released is a good try, but already I can tell it's kind of copied a few different films. The good thing about uh, the original animated X Men series that came before the X Men films was it followed the comics and it was just something kids could relate to. And I think the parents could enjoy it as well. But already in the first episode, they're kind of mixing gender, race, and they ended the second episode with how Carrie the Rage, uh, which is the second Carrie film, which was a sequel nobody really wanted except me. I loved it, and it's the best film that the actress that starred in Queen of the Damned was in, especially since everyone hates that film. But yeah, the original show was way better than this one. I really feel it's just going to be really political and it just it just really feels like different than the original show because in the original animated program you were hi AJ, it's good to see you. In the original it did not feel like all these issues were being forced, but watching the first two episodes of this one it really felt like watching headline news. It just feels like they're focusing more on the political aspects and and the issues, and lightly sprinkling in the stories, like like they even though in the comics I think there's a storyline with Rogue and uh no the yeah with her and the uh Magneto, but what was a perfect example is that you only hear that mentioned briefly, but then you see it in the last few seconds. So what I'm saying is they're focusing more on the political aspects of what's going on and all that versus the storylines that we loved from the comics. And the original animated program really felt like it was a good mix, you know? You were wrapped up in the story and not just feeling like you're watching CNN. I mean, it even featured in the I think the second episode, Magneto on trial. Really? It feels like more. It feels like it should not be called X Men '97, but X Men Law and Order. Don't you think? Well, the I guess you could say the if you were to pick any film that was most reminiscent of, I'd say kind of the second one. I don't know, but it just I don't know. I don't like how this new series is going. It's like I said, it should be more about the story and less about the political aspects. But yeah, I hope that it gets better. I hope in the future episodes it gets to where it again goes back to the storylines of the comics and feels less about, you know, all the political stuff and other stuff that's going on. That it just feels too much like it's straying away from the original source material in the comics and even feels less like the films. I mean, so I really hope the episodes will go back to or focus since I hope the political aspects are not a main focus in the future episodes like they were in these. Um, and they even only showed the characters' powers that they were rescuing in the beginning of the episode, only in the end of the episode. Like the one they were trying to rescue in episode one, they only showed his abilities at the end of season two. Yes, it works for Marvel shows on the Disney, but this do we really want the the X-Men 97 to be just like the other shows that we've gotten in the past? You would think this would be Disney's chance to do better, to take a show that was beloved by generations and use it as a blueprint to do better. Um, yeah, so hopefully they will go back to the source material and give us a show that's actually worth watching, like the original one was. Yeah. Um, yeah. So I yeah, I hope you all have a good day. But like I said, I hope they will do better. We deserve a show like the one that we grew up watching, the one that was like the comics, the one that was really good, the one that was. We need it back to how it was, and we do not need episode 3 of Law and Order uh, X Men Audition. Yeah. So, yeah. Although I think I called it X Men '97 Law and Order before. I don't know. But, yeah. Um, Well, I hope, yeah. So, and yeah, well, that's my opinion. I don't know when we're gonna get another episode, but yeah.